By the end of this video, you're gonna find out exactly what it costs to live in Tbilisi, Georgia in 2025. Everything from ultimate budget all the way out to balling out like a king. Let's get into it. If you're new to this channel, my name is Kent. I talk about business and lifestyle and creating a life worth living. I love Tbilisi, Georgia. I visited multiple times, was just there for several weeks, and both my brother and father-in-law live there full time. So I'm very familiar with exactly what it costs to live there and have been looking into moving myself. Now, all of these costs are assuming you're traveling there by yourself. But at the bottom, I'm gonna add up what I think it's gonna cost if you were a couple or two people traveling and living together, and even give you my best guess on what it costs as a family of three. All right, let's kick this off with talking about rent. Even in the budget category, I've decided all of these places need to be pretty central. They need to be walkable. You need to have a neighborhood with a grocery store, all of that. So I'm not having you, even in the budget category, live way outside of town. This is gonna be a good spot where all the action's still happening close by. It may not be the most upscale neighborhood, but still right downtown in Tbilisi. And for this one, what are we giving it? $400. I've looked at a ton of places and I'm pretty confident you could find a decent place for $400 a month. It's not gonna be the nicest, but it's still gonna be close to anything you want to walk to. And what more do you need? I'll throw up some photos of what a $400 place gets you. Now, the range that I was seeing is anywhere from $350 to $650 if you're going to Airbnb. So I'm saying 400 gets you something pretty decent. Lock in 6 months, a year, you're gonna be pretty happy. All right, moderate category. Now this is the category that I would put myself into, where you're living pretty well, but you're not totally balling out. You're kind of somewhere in the middle. For this category, let's put this one up on the board. $750. $750 easily gets you something nice on Airbnb. So you don't even have to go off Airbnb to find something really great for $750 with a great location. I think these places are really nice. This is by no means a sacrifice at all. And you still have a decent place. Definitely with something in the $750 range, you're gonna have all your utilities paid for. You're gonna have internet as a part of that. In $400, you're probably gonna be paying for your own internet, let's be honest. All right, now, luxury category. Let's put it up there, $1,200. Check this spot out. I'll throw a few photos up of different places that I found for $1,200, right in that range. You could certainly spend a lot more than that, but geez, as soon as you start to break in $1,200 per month, you have a really beautiful and modern place, an extra bedroom. This is a place that you'd be happy to bring people back to. Of course, this is gonna be living it up like a king in Tbilisi. All right, so the next category that everybody's gonna be wanting to know is how much does it cost to eat in Tbilisi? Well, let me just say up front, in the budget category, you are by no means starving. And you are by no means on like a beans and rice diet either. Let me just describe to you what I've carved out for you in the budget category. I have 2 to 3 lunches out per week, 1 dinner per week, and 1 white tablecloth upscale dinner per month. The rest you're gonna be cooking at home, and still you're gonna be eating really, really well at home. The food that you can get at the markets and the grocery store is gonna be super fresh, super healthy. And the price on this, let's put it up there, $352 per month. That is a very healthy budget, and still you're eating out a couple times per week. $350, that's gonna be hard to beat. Now in the moderate category, this is what I would do personally. And what I have for you in the moderate category is each week you're gonna be having 5 lunches out, 3 dinners, and 2 nice white tablecloth dinners per month. And also, you're probably gonna be hitting up the cafe for some drip and a pastry about 4 times per week. In the total for moderate, $475 per month. And that's still including groceries at home. You're gonna be crushing pelmenis, fresh market fish, whatever you want. And let me just include too that in the groceries of this, I have you getting wine, beer, all of this stuff, but probably just not going out all the time for drinks, but certainly having an allocation at home. All right, what do I have you down for in the luxury category? Well, of course, you're gonna be going to the cafe 5 times per week. getting a flat white, getting serniki, getting pastries. You're gonna be cafe with food. Then you're gonna be having lunch out at least 6 times per week. Dinner out 5 times per week. 2 of those are gonna be really upscale restaurants. And then about 4 or 5 times per week after dinner, you're gonna be going out, having some more wine, going to a bar, getting some cocktails. So all of that, I have you at $1,275 per month, including everything I just shared, plus more than enough groceries for you waiting at home. All right, so in budget category, I've got you at $44 per month. And that's because with a place at $400, you're really gonna have to pick up for your own garbage, your own internet, and your cell phone bill. So all of those together, $44 a month. And then on the moderate category, you're really only paying for your cell phone bill. So that's gonna be $9 per month. Super affordable. That's gonna get you plenty of data that you need all throughout the month. And then on the luxury plan, I have you at $30 a month because you have your cell phone, but you might wanna add like a pretty upgraded hotspot plan to that as well. That's pretty much all you're gonna need for utilities. All right, now let's talk about transport, because in Tbilisi, you're not gonna have a car. You don't need car insurance. Everything you're gonna do is either Metro, Bolt, Yandex, one of the rideshare platforms. So, of course, on the budget category, I have you walking most places. You're gonna be doing your shopping within your local neighborhood, maybe take a Bolt out occasionally just to get from far places. And then if you have a regular commute that happens to be far away for whatever reason, you'd be taking the Metro. So in this category, I got you at $25 per month. Now in the moderate category, I have you using a Bolt a little bit more often, maybe 6 times per week round trip, just to get, far away places where you want to do some shopping or something like that. And that's basically going to come out to $40 a month. In the luxury category, I have you taking a Bolt pretty much most places that you want to go outside of your close neighborhood where you'd be walking to the cafe, to the restaurant, maybe the market as well. And so for that, I'm going to budget $100 per month just because you're going to be pretty posh. You're not going to want to walk. All right, Big Pumpus. So we're not going to be skipping out on the gym at all, not even in the budget category. So here I have you going to Urban Garden with a 6-month membership. That's going to run you $35 a month. We are not skimping out on any of the gains. Of course, in the moderate category, you're going to be going to the King David Snap location. That's going to run you with a 6-month membership at $42 per month. And then on the luxury category, you're going to be going to Octopus Gym. Why not hit the best in town? You're taking a Bolt there, Bolt back. That's going to be $226. Why? Because I've also penciled in there that you're going to be getting weekly massages for ultimate recovery. Why not? $226. All right, so I've added a little bit in each of these categories just for miscellaneous. In budget, I've added $50 just to cover some additional expenses that might come up here or there. In the moderate category, I have you at $175 because $75 is for incidentals and then $100 is for 3 days per week access at a co-working space. All right, in the luxury category, I put in a lot more wiggle room in case you decide to maybe take a trip for the weekend, do something special, buy something new, buy some furniture. But what I did put in there is that you're gonna be paying for a house cleaner once a week to be coming by, keeping your place dialed, looking fresh. Of course, you gotta budget that in the luxury category. You're not spending time doing your own house cleaning. So let's reveal some of these totals. You math nerds have probably already beat me to this. The budget total is $916. That's pretty crazy. Moderate total, $1,491. Now the grand total for luxury, $3,395 per month. I don't know what you were expecting, but this is so far under what you would be paying in the US to live this luxury lifestyle, to live in these places, to live in such a beautiful and historic town that's walkable, extremely safe, and has some of the best food, I think, in all of Europe. It's such a unique culture there. You have a mix of so many different people coming in, bringing their stuff to Tbilisi. You have great coffee. You've even got ski resorts there. You've got the Black Sea nearby. And here's the great thing. You can go to Tbilisi and stay there for a full year on a tourist visa. How crazy is that? You can sign up and do 6 months, 8 months, a full 12 months without ever having to leave. And this is what your expenses are going to look like. All right, this is a full breakdown. I've done all the same thing, assuming 2 people are living in the same spot. You have a little bit more expenses on food, not too much more on utilities other than another cell phone, gym membership, maybe a little bit more in miscellaneous as well. So I've added that up for 2 people or a couple living together, and then also extrapolated that for a family of 3, assuming like the third person is a kid, not gonna be eating quite as much, not adding a gym membership or an extra desk to your co-working space, things like that. So here you have it, the full breakdown of what it takes to live in Tbilisi, Georgia, from ultimate budget to balling out like a king, living complete luxury lifestyle here in Tbilisi. Let's get a summary of this up on the screen. You can take a screenshot. Now leave a comment, let me know what you thought of these prices, if it was more or less expensive than you thought, and which category you think you would fall into. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you want to visit Tbilisi, if you visited and you disagree with these numbers, please rip me apart in the comments. That'd be fantastic. See you in the next video.